The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Namaskar friends, welcome to Next IAS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to discuss important places जो कि अभी recently news में थी and they are also relevant for UPSC. So without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion with Solomon Island. It was in the news because recently Chinese state company has won a major contract to redevelop the international port in Honiara, prompting a cautious response from Pacific neighbors. Now, China is interested in the Solomon Islands because small Pacific island states act as a potential vote banks for mobilizing support for the great powers in international fora like United Nations. And Solomon Islands also have significant reserves of timber and mineral resources along with fisheries. Now let's learn more facts related to Solomon Island. So friends, it is an island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean which lie northeast of Australia and southwest of Hawaii. They comprise 992 islands, of which 147 are inhabited. Solomon Islands gained independence from Britain on 7 July 1978 and Honiara is the capital and largest city of Solomon Islands. And today between 70 to 80% of the population live a subsistence form of life in their small villages, settlements, and island away from the main urban areas. About 95% of the populations are Christians. Now let's look at the flora and fauna of Solomon Islands. The main islands of Solomons are volcanic in origin, covered with fast-flowing rivers and streams. They are home to many endemic flora and fauna species, which includes common cardinal lory. As you can see here, this is the physical map of Solomon Islands. Solomon Islands was settled between 4000 to 5000 years ago by people from Southeast Asia. Now friends, let's know about McMahon Line. It was in the news because recently a resolution has been introduced in the United States Senate to recognize the McMahon Line as the international boundary between China and India in Arunachal Pradesh. Now let's learn more facts related to McMahon Line. So friends, it serves as the de facto boundary between China and India in eastern sector. It specifically represents the boundary between Arunachal Pradesh and Tibet from Bhutan in the west to the Myanmar in the east. China has historically disputed the boundary and claims the state of Arunachal Pradesh as the part of Tibetan Autonomous Region. As you can see here, this is the McMahon Line. Now let's look at the background. So friends, the McMahon Line was drawn during the Shimla Convention of 1914, officially described as the convention between Great Britain, China and Tibet. The line was determined by Sir Henry McMahon, then Foreign Secretary in the government of British India. It is called McMahon Line after his name. China was represented at the convention by the government of Republic of China, which was in power in the mainland from 1912 to 1949. And according to the Shimla Treaty, the McMahon Line is the clear boundary line between China and India. And on behalf of India, the British rulers considered the Tawang of Arunachal Pradesh and southern part of Tibet as a part of India, which was also agreed by Tibetans. Due to this, Tawang region of Arunachal Pradesh became part of India. Now, what is the current status on the McMahon Line? So friends, India recognizes McMahon Line and considers it to be the actual line of control between India and China. While China does not recognize the McMahon Line, China says that area of the disputed area is 2000 kilometers, while India claims it is 4000 kilometers. This land dispute between India and China is in Tawang in the Arunachal Pradesh, which China considers as the southern part of Tibet. And according to Shimla Agreement, it is part of the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh. As you can see here, red color shows disputed area between India and China, and India believes that when McMahon Line was established in 1914, Tibet was a weak but independent country, so it has every right to negotiate a border agreement with any country. Also, when McMahon Line was drawn, Tibet was not ruled by China. Therefore, the McMahon Line is the clear and legal boundary line between India and China. Even after Chinese occupation over Tibet in 1950, the Tawang region remained an integral part of India. Now friends, let's know about Pearling Town in the Persian Gulf. It was in the news because recently archaeologists found the oldest pearling town in the Persian Gulf on an island of one of the northern sheikdoms of United Arab Emirates. Now let's know more points related to it. So friends, Pearling Town sits on Sinai Island, which shields the Khor al-Bida marshlands in Al Quwain, which is an emirate some 50 kilometers northeast of Dubai along the coast of Persian Gulf. The island name means flashing lights, likely due to the effect of the white hot sun overhead. Artifacts found on Sinai Islands dates back to the region's pre-Islamic history in the 6th century, and the town predates the rise of Islam across Arabian Peninsula, making its residents likely Christians. Now let's understand these points with the help of map. So friends, Persian Gulf is an arm of the Arabian Sea between southwestern Iran and the Arabian Peninsula, and its border countries are Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Oman, and Iran. The Strait of Hormuz links Persian Gulf with the Gulf of Oman. Now friends, let's know about Western Ghats. They were in the news because recently Supreme Court directed the Environment Ministry to file its counter affidavit to a petition seeking judicial interventions to protect Western Ghats from destruction. Now let's learn more facts related to Western Ghats. So friends, they are 1600-kilometer long mountain chain along the west coast of India, running from the river Tapi in the north to the Kanyakumari in the south. They pass through several states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and they are known by various regional names like Sahyadri and Nilgiris, etc. Western Ghats have tropical humid climate, and the western side of the Ghat receives more rainfall than eastern sides due to the windward effect. And do you know friends, Western Ghats was declared as World Heritage Site in 2012 by the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization. As you can see in the map, green color shows covered area of the Western Ghats. Now what's the importance of Western Ghats? So friends, Peninsular India receives most of their water supply from the rivers originating in Western Ghats. Western Ghats influence the monsoon weather patterns, and they are the reason for the heavy rainfall along the western coast. Western Ghats with their forest ecosystems sequester a large amount of carbon. They are one of the 8 biodiversity hotspots of the world, and they have high level of plant and animal endemism. The threats faced by them are mining, extraction of forest produce, livestock grazing, plantation, encroachment by human settlements, and hydropower projects. Now let's know about the committees and their recommendations in the context of Western Ghats. So friends, Ministry of Environment had constituted the Western Ghats Ecology Expert Panel under the chairmanship of Professor Madhav Gadgil to primarily demarcate ecologically sensitive areas in Western Ghats and recommend measures for management of these ecologically sensitive areas. And Environment Ministry also constituted a high-level working group on Western Ghats under Kasturi Rangan to examine the Gadgil Committee report in a holistic and multidisciplinary fashion in light of responses received from states, central ministries and others. Now friends, let's know about Sharda Pit. It was in the news because recently Union Home Minister inaugurated Mata Sharda Devi Temple near LOC in Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara district, and he also mentioned that Indian governments will make attempts to build a corridor to Sharda Peeth in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir like the Kartarpur Corridor so that devotees can participate in Sharda Yatra. Now what is line of control? So friends, it is 740 km long and it runs from the parts of Jammu to the parts of Leh. It was delineated in the Shimla Agreement in 1972, whereby India and Pakistan agreed not to alter it unilaterally. Now let's learn more facts related to Sharda Peeth. So friends, it is a revered site for the Hindu community and it is located in the Neelam Valley in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, across Titwal village in Kupwara district of Jammu and Kashmir along the line of control. The ancient temple of Sharda is one of the 8 Mahashakti Pithas and it is considered to be the abode of Hindu goddess Saraswati. The temple was also once regarded as one of the foremost center of higher learning of Vedic works, scriptures and commentaries. Close to the temple, the ruins of one of the world's oldest universities can be found, and it is believed that Sharda University had its own script known as Sharda and it had over 5,000 scholars and biggest library. Now let's know about Kartarpur Corridor. So friends, in 1999, the Kartarpur Sahib Corridor was proposed by then Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee when he took a bus ride to Lahore during peace initiative with Pakistan. The Kartarpur Corridor was inaugurated in November 2019 to mark the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak. The corridor allows Sikh pilgrims to travel visa-free to Kartarpur Gurdwara in Pakistan via Atari Wagha border. The village Kartarpur is located at the west bank of River Ravi, where Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji spent the last 18 years of his life. As you can see here, this is the image of Kartarpur Corridor. Now in the last, let's go to Rwanda. Rwanda is now first in Africa to have an mRNA vaccine production facility. And do you know friends, Messenger ribonucleic acid is a type of RNA that is necessary for protein production. Now let's learn more facts related to Rwanda. So friends, its capital is Kigali. It is a landlocked country situated in Central Africa and it is also known as the land of thousand hills. It is bordered to the north by Uganda, to the east by Tanzania, to the south by Burundi and to the west by Democratic Republic of Congo. And its main water bodies are Lake Kivu and Lake Muhaji, etc. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening. Keep learning and keep improving because education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. And for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.